This is an earthworm count?
Yeah, you do an earthworm count, basically a cubic foot the surface. And then we can also evaluate the structure, and we'll do that once we get this soil out. We can do also, we'll do a, you know, we're not doing a comparison, but we'll do a infiltration test with these rings. And this is actually not as heavy as I thought.
No.
It's probably more like, you know, just a silt loam.
This is our heavy.
Yeah, this is nice.
This is, for us, this is gorgeous river valley.
Right. But like in the penetrometer, we'll probably feel that. Yeah, that's nothing. There, right about there is 300. So, and that's probably, what is that?
You're at 18, almost 20.
15 inches.
So the cover crop has already worked its way through that 9-inch layer of clay.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And if it's not, like you say, it's not real heavy compared to some of your other fields probably.
No, this is our heavy.
This is your heavy?
This is our heavy.
Well, I know over there where we were last year between the corn and the beans area there.
Yes.
There's some heavy stuff there.
Yes. Yep. Right off the road.
Yeah.
In almost to the ditch.
Right.
Then from the ditch north it really changes. Right. But yep, that's our big producer for fertility and stuff, but it's not the most healthy.
No. Well, a heavy soil like that, it's going to have a high water table, especially in that landscape position. So I know that's one of the issues. Is, you know, I mean, it's great in a dry year, but you know, in a wet year.
That's the spot where you guys did the water test, and the water came back up out of the soil because it just moved horizontally instead of going down. So that's one huge thing of doing this, is that we get our water in the soil. And now you can see your profile here is we're saturated, or not saturated, but it's got moisture all the way through the profile, and not just a couple wet inches on top and the water run off.
Right.
Actually starting some soil structure there.
Oh, this has got a lot of soil structure. Look at the granules hanging onto the roots like that. That's perfect.
Okay.
So, when was the last time this has been cultivated?
This spring.
Shut up.
This spring, no kidding. Very shallow.
Yeah.
Very shallow this spring. A couple years ago, I hit it with the DMI because I was going to try a goofy soybean test, so I needed a clean slate. But yeah, this spring it was hit about an inch deep with the blade plow, and then we spread the cover crop seeds, and then just used a rotary hoe to incorporate the seeds a little bit.
That's amazing.
Kind of fun how fast it's changing this soil out here.
We've been doing some amazing work with that smell. Geez.
It's always had, even on the sand, I remember moldboard plowing every year, and on the sand you always had that good smell.
Yeah. And that's not normal on sand.
Okay.
Because you got less organic matter in that stuff, so you would think less biology.
Well, some of that sand is up to almost 1% organic matter.
Yeah, which is not very much, of course, but yeah. I'm sure you've talked to Salzer. He's building his stands up pretty high now.
Troy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That deeper stuff still needs more time.
Well, and then you're into the subsoil here, too.
Oh yeah, there you are.
And actually, this is fairly sandy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sandy loam. It's not the heavy clay that you got just if you grab the later stuff.
Yep.
But it's got redox, so you got a higher water table here. I'm sure with depth, I think there's probably clay down below this, like you think.
Yep, the clay that you guys had saw come off the post hole auger.
Right,
so
it's down here.
Yep, we don't know the exact depth of it.
I might not hit it with this shovel, but and that will perch the water, so that's got that gray color.
Yeah.
Redox.
And the fun part is you're at about that 8, 9, 10 inch mark,
Yeah,
and we've already found cover crop roots that have been penetrating that already.
oh yeah, yeah. There's nothing to impede the roots here. And even once it gets to the clay, actually the clay's got really good structure generally. So roots can find through that structure, even though it's rather tight, but it's not like it's a solid mass, like it's a massive soil structure.
Yeah. When our soil gets dry, it gets tight.
Yes.
Where you got to wiggle the shovel through or take shallow cuts.
Right.
But I did do a little video across the road where I did open up the clay, and you could see the corn roots from the previous year.
Sure.
Made it right through that clay, and it's, you know, you can scratch the clay with your finger, and it's kind of got its own little personality.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's nice and moist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's all good. We got roots going with depth.
Water infiltration test.
Right, and we're gonna see how long it takes for this to completely infiltrate.
It's gonna be hard to get through that plastic.
Right. We'll wait for it. You want to get a stopwatch? Not really. Okay.
Okay. Hang on. Tell me when.
Yep. Go.
We're going.
This
first inch will go generally pretty rapid. Probably.
Does it matter that we just got 5 inches?
Yeah, it does. So you evaluate the saturation already, and it's relatively moist. And then therefore, usually you take your reading based off the second inch of water going through, but since you've had 5 inches probably within 10 days, I mean this might be the reading we want to look at truly. I mean, we've got good soil structure.
Yep.
And the other thing is too, we don't know if we're in a wheel track, from last year
Right.
or this spring or whatever.
Yep.
So that's why they recommend do like 3 or 4 of these. Yeah. Spread these out because you never know. You take kind of an average.
9 minutes and 30 seconds to absorb an inch. So we're just over 6 inches an hour.
Been saturated. I mean, we
do another one or no?
could throw another inch on there. It's going to take quite a bit. I've got some other rings too. If we wanted to spread this out and just based on this one reading here, if we wanted to do more. Do you have other fields, or do you got what's the other plan?
One other field.
Okay.
Yep.
How's that compared to the last? Have you done a conventional tilled field in the area?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don's it depends. We did some no-tiller and some conventional tiller. I don't remember the values that we got last year when we did that. Yeah.
Because you hear a lot of the conventional tills about that 1/2 inch an hour kind of stuff.
Right. It can be, depending on how moisture.
I think over there is like 30 minutes to 60 minutes.
Yeah.
For an
some
inch.
that took a long time.
Do you want to add another? Or?
So the first inch went away in 12 seconds. So we're going to try it again and see, can the second one make it 30 seconds?
You probably need more. All right. Go.
Our professionals around here. Ow.
We're over 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it should.
Right.
I would think probably.
But you can almost still see it moving.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
moving.
exactly. It's definitely moving. Look
Look at the air
coming
bubble.
out. Another thing is, okay, yeah. What are the root system? How many earthworms are over there?
Yes.
I mean, we're still with the same textured soil, probably that sandy loam.
Last year I made a video over in the corner. We had got 3 inches of rain, and I came out, it just finished raining, and I had tilled it. So maybe it wasn't last spring, it was the spring before. But when you walked, you could hear the when the worms would go down into the soil,
Right.
and the water just disappears. It was crazy.
3 minutes, 25 seconds. So that's again pushing that.
Still really good.
Very good, yeah. That's for the second inch, and that one's full. So that's the thing, you got to do a number of these to kind of get what's going on. You never know what you hit.
3 minutes, well, in an hour, that's
Closest
still
hospital is
20 inches. That's still 20 inches an hour, or just shy of it. But so needless to say, on this field, we're not worried about prone to flooding anymore.
No.
The hilarious part is when I was a little kid, when this was pasture, when I was a little kid, after a normal rain event, you know, we didn't have them 3 and 4 inch gully washers back then like we do now every other day. This thing used to just be a mud bog.
Right.
Oh, big time. The water never went down. It was just a mud bog. We'd come out with the ATV and just...
Really?
Oh, yeah. We would literally mud bog out here because it was just every field. This is the first four-wheeler I've owned that has mud tires, and I don't need them.
Yeah.
That's a radish.
Okay, so it was super fun doing this health check. I want to thank the Mora FSA, Shannon and Donna and Mike for coming out and doing the labor and doing the measuring and recording here. So that pasture mix, the radish are an oilseed radish, so they're not going to make a huge tuber, and I'll go over them in another video. But it was, all of us were super surprised that what that pasture mix did to the top 8 inches of that soil in a couple months. It is unbelievable what that did. We were just all blown away that that was the soil structure we had. I didn't know it was that good. I was expecting a lot of, yeah, this ain't bad soil, it's a great candidate to start soil health on, not a holy cow, this is already fantastic. So yay. But we did several more rain infiltration, water infiltration tests. We were still averaging, by the end of all of them together, we were still averaging over 10 inches an hour of infiltration, and that's on soil that had 5 inches of rain within the last 10 days. In fact, I think it was I think we're at the 8 or 9 day mark of 5 inches, and on that field there is zero runoff. So that field, it's all in there. Structure is awesome. The top 8 inches, the top 8 to 9 inches are just so mellow. It is amazing how mellow that top 8 inches is. Worm counts, we did 25 worms to the cubic foot. They said according to their charts, that's somewhere close to a 6-inch tile, 4 feet down, at a 10-foot grid spacing is the equivalent of water handling capacity that many worms give us. Anything above 12 worms per cubic foot is going to the building soil health side, and we were at 25 in that spot we checked. It is awesome. So soil structure is great, compaction or lack of thereof is awesome. So earthworms were awesome, water infiltration was awesome. That soil is just moving 100 miles an hour towards just awesome production soil. Now we're gonna get some steers on it this summer, throw manure on top of that awesome soil and start building organic matter. Oh man, I am so excited. They did another field, one of the blow sand up on the hill, so it'll be exciting to see what kind of results. I'll get the results on that in a couple days, so for sure I'll just make an update video for that. But man, what a so fun day. What a just a super fun, cool day. Simple tests. Now that I've seen them, I can almost do them myself. But I wanted other people, I wanted the office to do it. That gives it some validation, you know, so I wasn't just like, yeah, I take this much water and cook, you know, and fudge tests, and then you always get naysayers and stuff. But yeah, awesome day, super fun. So hope you guys liked the video. I just left as they talked throughout the day, I just kept hitting record and just left it, you know, no outtakes or nothing, just natural day. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and you are going to see a lot more of these.